Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Queers Gone By. My name is Kate Butch.
And I'm Caitlin Powell.
And this is the show where we watch films and TV from our childhoods, we eat nostalgic snacks, and we ask, are these the things that made us queer? Today. Today.
Queer icon.
We're meeting a queer icon from our childhoods. Mm-hmm. I'm thrilled. This kicks off the start of a trilogy.
Yes,
for
we're
us.
doing a trilogy.
Because, as everyone knows, November is the month of sci-fi.
Is it?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Just decided.
I just figured it was post-Halloween and we needed to continue the something.
The aliens and the spooky bit and the thrilling. So, we're on our first of three.
Yes.
Doctor Whoniverse.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
I love that.
Doctor Whoniverse programmes.
Yes.
From around the same era.
Yeah.
Between 2005 and 2008.
It's so weird because the one we're watching is sort of the one you might start with.
Yes.
If you were introducing a child to it now.
Yeah.
But I definitely watched this post-Torchwood,
Yep.
post-Doctor Who. And they were all intertwined and all brilliant in their own way.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, we're kind of going in the ages, aren't we? So we're starting today.
Sarah
Jane Adventures.
Yes.
Which is like the one for the youths.
Yeah.
On the CBBC channel.
Yes.
Next week we're going to do Doctor Who.
Yes.
Which is like the middling one.
Yeah. Any age, really.
Yeah.
But you might not watch it if you were really young. I remember there was the one with the first Cyberman David Tennant episode. I watched it with my dad, and my dad was so excited because he was like, "Oh, it's Cybermen," and he was like, "Isn't this great?" and turned to me, and apparently I was just crying silent tears.
My one was The Empty Child with the gas mask.
Oh, that was scary.
Yeah.
I watched that on a sleepover, and we did not sleep.
I only watched because it was a two-parter. Didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I've still yet to see the second part of that one. It's the only Doctor episode I haven't seen.
Well, we know what we're going to watch, but we could just watch that anyway for fun.
I can watch it for the lols.
Yeah.
Secret bonus content.
It's great, yeah.
And then afterwards, we're going to BBC Three.
Yes.
Where they fuck. Just where they fuck all the time.
Yep.
We're going to see Torchwood.
Yes.
That's the week after next.
It's going to be so
But this week, should we kick off with our nostalgic beverage?
Yes.
Which is quite appropriate, I think.
Yeah, it's a good beverage.
2 words for you. Drink it.
Drink it.
Drink it. We've got, see now, you bought these.
Yes.
This is a Capri Sun.
Yeah, and I'm going to say I am shocked and appalled.
It's not how I remember.
No.
This is a big boy.
A big boy.
Do you want to take a quick picture for the gram?
Yes.
Before we crack them open?
It's a thick boy with a twisty top.
Yes, there should be a straw that you stab into it. But it's a twisty top.
Lovely
And
times.
it's all very exciting. And I'm worried that it's going to go all over your table.
It probably will.
Because today, listeners, we're in a different studio.
Yes!
It's Kayla's house.
It's my house.
And I was
it came
on
off
time.
without a hitch.
Oh, well. Is it a valve?
Do we
Do you have
suck?
do you have to suck and squeeze?
Should we?
We haven't read the instructions. There's no instructions.
You just suck. Oh, that tastes as good as it ever did, though. I was wrong to be... Yeah.
Oh, that takes me right back.
Mm-hmm. This is swimming lessons.
This is a school trip. In your packed lunch. That's very exciting. And they're vegan, as it does say.
Oh,
Thank you for letting us know
that's
that it's
good.
vegan, this orange drink.
I did not check. I just assumed a juice drink would be vegan.
Is it a juice drink? Is it technically allowed? Oh, wait, yes. What's it? Spring water, fruit juices from concentrate, and
sweetener.
Bane.
Ha! Yes.
Which brings us nicely on.
If someone hasn't seen this, they're going to be so confused. Yeah, we are talking about the ins and outs of the juice industry today.
Drink it.
Drink it.
It is, of course, the Sarah Jane Adventures.
Yes!
We've gone for the first ever episode, Invasion of the Bane.
Invasion of the Bane, yes.
Which I do remember sitting down to watch on New Year's Day. New Year's Day 2007.
I was definitely late to this. I remember Sarah Jane Adventures was a thing I knew about, and then I just binged them all in one go.
Okay, well...
I definitely wasn't watching it as they came out.
I remember this one came on, and then this was like the pilot, and then it was like maybe a year later that they did the next round
really?
of
Okay.
episodes.
Yeah. I was telling people we were doing this, and the only comment people had to make is, "Oh, do you remember when she died?" And they did a bit about it after a show. Like, apparently so many children didn't know she'd passed... Oh, spoiler alert.
She's dead.
R.I.P.
Elizabeth Sladen.
Absolute queen. But loads of children didn't know she died, and apparently they just did a bit after one of the TV shows, like R.I.P.
After Doctor Who, yeah. The Impossible Astronaut, I think the episode was.
And everyone...
Fucking loser. That's why I am.
Wait, is that one with River Song?
Yeah.
I'd stop
We will
watching
not
it,
be
that's
watching
it.
a River Song
We will
episode
not
next
be.
week. Riverside can get in the sea.
Or a Cara.
I didn't mind
dear,
Cara.
I'm not being a bad feminist again. No, she's annoying. And written badly by a man.
Yes, I didn't like Amy Pond. We'll talk about this next week.
Rory, excellent. Oh, God, I'm being a bad Oh, Rose, Queen. Donna, Queen. Martha, Queen. Bill, Queen.
And Bradley Walsh, Queen.
Yes.
Bradley Walsh is in the Sarah Jane Adventures. I think I've mentioned this before. He plays a clown.
Actually, yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Creepy McGee.
I'm going to say, having watched this episode with you, I really want to watch the whole thing. It was so good. It was excellent. And I posit that this episode is just a lovely time where two matriarchs try their best.
Exactly.
That's the whole
thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly the whole thing.
Sarah Jane and lovely Mrs. Bain.
Mrs. Wormwood.
Yeah, but the mum is Mrs. Bain.
Oh yes. Big Mama Bain.
Big Mama Bain is trying her best against all odds. And queer icon Sarah Jane is living her best life against some heteronormative bullshit.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So the episode kicks off with Maria Jackson moving into Bannerman Road, which I think is technically in Croydon, but was filmed in Wales.
Boo.
But we were going to go and visit, and then we realised it was in Wales.
Yeah.
But I think we could still go and visit.
Sponsor the pod.
Send us PayPal. $10,000 before tax. And it begins with Maria Jackson moving in.
It begins with a monologue.
Oh yes, I'm
Elisabeth.
sorry, I forgot about the monologue.
Yeah, Elisabeth has a little monologue. Oh, by the way,
I met amazing things.
Yeah, I will be using Elizabeth and Sarah Jane completely interchangeably, so get on board.
I'm on board.
Yeah, good.
She begins with, I saw amazing things when I travelled with the doctor.
Yeah.
Things that you wouldn't believe. But life on Earth can be an adventure too.
When you're a queer lady who lives alone.
Basically, that's what she says.
Yeah.
And the theme tune happens.
Which is less good than I
There's
remember.
no words to the theme tune. And it's like...
It's like an upbeat Doctor Who.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the Doctor Who theme played backwards or something.
Yeah. If you listen backwards, it says queer icon.
Queer icon, Elisabeth Sladen.
Yeah.
And then Maria's moving in to Bannerman Road with her slutty bum and her fit dad.
Yeah.
The mum's first line is, look at that arse, or something similar.
It is some straight nonsense, and I'm having none of it.
But the dad is quite fit.
You were quite on board with
Honestly, I think that's given me some kind of daddy complex.
What do you mean given you?
It has strengthened my daddy complex.
Daddy Maria, does he have a name?
Simon? Alan, it's Alan.
Those are two awful names.
Alan Jackson.
Okay.
That's his name. I don't know.
Okay. No,
I'm guessing. Daddy Maria. We'll call him Daddy Maria.
Daddy Maria.
And Maria herself.
Who is Submarine Gal, as you rightly pointed out.
Yeah, she's from the film Submarine.
Yeah.
With the guy, with Rio Wellard. Is the guy in Submarine. And he's also in Young Frankenstein. Young Dracula.
God.
Young Dracula's a great time.
Worlds collide.
Next Halloween, we're watching Young Dracula.
We're also going to watch Halloween Town. We should do like a run up to Halloween.
We should. Ghost Hunter. Remember Casper?
The Demon Headmaster.
Which they brought back.
I know.
I'm not on board with that.
Are you not?
I'm sort of on board with it, but...
Who's playing the Demon Headmaster?
Don't know, but it's not the great guy that plays him originally.
Should be Anthony Head. Daddy Anthony Head.
Oh, Daddity Head.
Daddity Head.
Daddity Head. Who has a link to this show. He was in the Sarah Jane episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Which we won't be watching next week. We might be watching.
We'll watch
We've got one on board. We've got one in mind.
Yes,
it's going to
we've
be
got one,
phenomenal.
which is camp nonsense. Excellent.
Oh.
Okay, so...
they're moving in. Maria is wearing her bright red leggings.
And her... Oh no, later is her awful
necklace.
Yes.
She's got an awful necklace. She does have terrible fashion sense. She's wearing like this blue checkered shirt with like a pinafore, denim pinafore thing.
I was sort of on board, because she's a child, I was sort of on board with the look until the tights.
They panned down and it's like, no. They're bright red, going with the blue. It's a horrible clash. We'll put it on the Instagram so you can see it.
She's no Rose from MI High.
Who among us is a Rose from MI High? And then...
Sarah pulls in her pistachio car.
Is it a Beetle? It's a fancy old car.
It's not the Beetle it might be a vintage Beetle.
It's some kind of old and timey car.
Yeah.
But it's pistachio.
I think it's prettier than a Beetle, because in my mind Beetle is... A Beetle is...
Herbie.
Yeah, Herbie.
Yeah.
And Herbie's ugly.
Mm.
Anyway.
Anyway.
It's a pistachio, beautiful. Oh,
And
it's
is
so
very,
great.
very, very, very harsh. She's very harsh to the new neighbours across the road. He's like, hi, I'm Alan Jackson. Nice to meet you. She's like,
Yeah.
And goes inside. Wow.
She is giving Tracy Beaker's mum a run for her money.
Well, she's beating Tracy Beaker's mum by actually turning up to the damn thing.
Yeah. But just every time she's like, bye. I've got shit to do.
I don't have time for children. I'm fighting aliens.
Plot twist.
Plot twist. Which we discover when Maria wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
And leaves the door wide open in Croydon.
There's an orb with some bisexual lighting that wakes her up.
Yes.
She gets woken up by this big flash of like purpley pink light.
Yes. She sneaks out of her house, crosses the road, lets herself into...
And we know it's aliens because there's a spooky woman singing, which in Doctor Who, that is like... Was it Rose's theme that she was basically...
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, spooky woman singing is aliens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And she lets herself into Sarah Jane's garden, as it very much were, and sees Sarah Jane flirting with...
With a fucking shape of water bitch. Like some weird, like, mermaid alien thing.
And I'm fairly sure the exact same alien turns up in Torchwood as a lesbian. The episode Greeks Bearing Gifts.
Well, we later find out the reason why she was there is because she was writing poetry. Which is very queer.
Come on, Sappho. she's an alien poet.
Yeah.
And she's definitely queer.
Yes.
Because she's purple.
Yes.
And she's floaty.
Yeah.
And she's flirted with Sarah Jane.
Yeah, very much
Oh,
so.
love it. And then Maria's like, shit the bed, and runs back inside.
Yeah, makes a lot of noise in the process, but we won't...
I did actually write down, Sarah Jane is about to fuck that alien. Sorry. don't spit out your Capri Sun.
I almost did. I just put, Sarah is chilling with a shape of water looking motherfucker.
To be fair, I'd fuck that alien.
Who amongst us?
We'll put the alien on Instagram as well.
Would you fuck this alien?
And then we cut to the next morning.
Yes.
Where Maria is paid a visit by...
Kelsey!
I wrote down queer icon Kelsey, and then for later reasons I crossed out the word queer and wrote straight icon Kelsey. Yes. She is, to be fair, I think this might be the first straight icon we've had.
I swear we talked about it in Tots TV. But, there was a man in a deck chair.
But he might not have been straight. He liked the sparkly pumps.
Actually, yes.
But Kelsey is very much straight.
Kelsey is our first straight icon.
And she lets herself into the house, really. She's like, we're friends now.
Yeah.
Maria.
You haven't got music channels, which actually, in fairness, I remember being the height of cool.
You'll be dead in school if you haven't got music channels. Mm-hmm. I never had music channels. The first time I had music channels was in uni, and my shared kitchen had a TV that had music channels on.
Oh no, was there like a Kelsey of the house that puts on music channels every day?
Oh yeah, she was called Claire and she voted for UKIP.
Well, there we go.
She doesn't listen to this. She might do, I don't know.
Kelsey voted for UKIP. Straight icon Kelsey voted for UKIP.
The only music channels I had were Pop and Tiny Pop on Freeview. Do you remember those?
Pop?
So Pop was like for adolescents and Tiny Pop was for very young children. And they used to play things like Cleopatra Coming At Ya. Cleopatra Coming At Ya. Queer icon Cleopatra.
Absolutely.
Queer icons. There were 3 of them. Were they all called Cleopatra?
What?
It's like Mystique. Or what was Alicia Dixon in? Mystique.
Mystique, yes.
But it was a bit like that. Cleopatra Coming At Ya.
I think Alicia Dixon is very straight.
Yes. But she was not in Cleopatra.
I'm
where the queer
so
icons
confused.
are. So Cleopatra was in Mystique, which I think is the British version of Cleopatra.
Cleopatra is a singular person or a band name?
I think there were 3 of them from what I remember from Tiny Pop music videos.
And they were all called Cleopatra?
Maybe the group was called Cleopatra.
Okay.
Like, they're not all called Bewitched in Bewitched, are they?
Is that Say You Will,
Say You Will? I think that was played on Pop.
I mean, absolutely.
Well. But they also played, like, cartoons and things. There's the Magic School Bus was on Tiny Pop.
Wait,
when
it's
Timothy
on our list. It should be on our
When
list.
Timothy Goes to School. Do you ever watch that? It's about a raccoon that goes to school. It's phenomenal.
Love that.
It's phenomenal work.
I love a raccoon.
When Timothy goes to school.
A little trash panda.
He has a lovely time at school.
Right.
Anyway,
so Kelsey turns
the
up.
music channels. He's like, we're best friends. Let's go to town. Why is she northern?
Yeah.
Let's go to town. And Maria's like, got no money. And
Yeah.
Kelsey's like, let's go to the Bubble Shock factory. Which they have whispered aspect to Bubble Shock throughout.
Yeah.
Bubble Shock is an orange drink, hence the Capri Sun.
Yes.
I think it's fizzy.
We're not afraid
Bubbles.
to reference or not reference.
And it's totally organic, with extract of bane. That's the key.
Is that ever really explained? Are they just pumping
Yes.
mother into the drink?
That's literally what happens in the episode.
Drink your mother. Get your 5 a day. 5 mothers a day.
That's the plot of the episode. Were you paying attention?
I was, but I feel like I wanted to see... I basically wanted more, like, horror aspects. I want them to cut their mum open and, like...
Cut your mum open.
Cut your mum open.
And drink her.
Drink your orange.
So they're going to the Bubble Shock factory on a
Yes.
trip because it's a free shuttle bus
Yes.
to the factory.
Oh, and Daddy Maria has a great interaction with Sarah Jane because they're all leaving the house.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, hiya, just had a bit of a divorce and that. And she just...
bit of a divorce and that.
And she's like, I work from home and I don't like to be disturbed. Which is just like... She, in this programme, is like... the Victorian ladies who lived alone apart from their female acquaintance.
Yes.
She's very that.
But in Sarah Jane's case, her female acquaintance is a computer.
Yes.
And a robot dog.
Yes.
She's going for the robot dog.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
The future is now. Get on board.
And they get on board the horrifying orange bus.
Which was where all the money went.
Yes.
Also, they start, they see the bus from the bus stop and start laughing.
Oh, yeah, they
And
just giggle in control of that.
It's like, it's an orange bus.
And they get on the bus and they're fucking miserable.
Then we see Samantha Bond.
Samantha fucking Bond!
Who is, the same level as, Frances Barber. I think of her as that amazing...
I have her on the same level as Zoe Wanamaker.
Yes.
Because they both got interesting voices.
Yes.
Samantha Bond has that, it's kind of in the back of your throat.
Frances Barber is like, hello.
Hello, it's me, Frances Barber.
And I feel like Elisabeth Sladen is sort of in that group.
Sort of. She's not been invited to the party, but she's in the same bar.
Yeah.
She's thinking of going over and asking them
Yeah.
to join in. Which she's not anymore because she's dead.
Oh my
But
Stop it!
we meet Samantha Bond, who's like, hello, I'm a dramatic lady.
She's got a little Frankenstein set up.
She does.
Yeah.
She's got a little boy on
Little boy.
on the slab. See what's on the slab.
I'm going to watch that tonight. I'm so excited.
I tried to watch it yesterday. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Not on Netflix?
No, ended up watching Labyrinth, which I think is very similar.
Sure.
Hello, Sarah.
But, David Bowie...
Your
gay.
baby brother, Sarah, is in my labyrinth. And he's, jiggling his balls.
That would be great that we were discussing a great Snatch Game option.
Yeah, my Snatch Game options are David Bowie or Greta Thunberg. I can't do a voice of Greta Thunberg. It's just
But you
her
can do the
scowling,
face, yeah.
which works excellently on this podcast. I'm doing it right now, and you're all missing out on an absolutely exquisite impersonation.
One of these actresses would be a great choice for a Snatch Game.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know enough references. Maybe Zoe Wanamaker wouldn't be great, because I feel like the most mainstream thing she's done is Madame Hooch.
Oh, yes. And also Cassandra in Doctor Who.
Oh my god! I need someone to Snatch Game Zoe Wanamaker as Cassandra from Doctor Who.
Because it's BBC, you'd be allowed, I'm
Yeah.
sure. And
Oh,
I
that
remember
would
her
be
being
incredible.
referred to on the show as a bitchy trampoline.
What?
That's my gender. Bitchy trampoline.
Bitchy trampoline. Anyway, Samantha Bond is... Oh, heck. I dropped my Capri Sun.
Capri Sun's away.
So, Samantha Bond has a little Frankenstein boy, Mrs. Wormwood.
Mrs. Wormwood is her name.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Mrs. Wormwood, queer icon Mrs. Wormwood from the film Matilda,
Oh, we'll watch.
which we will watch.
It's on our list.
It's on our list for the
Soon.
next couple of weeks.
Yes. Oh, exciting.
You chose books, I chose looks.
Iconic.
Iconic move. But it's not her, it's Samantha Bond.
Yes. Then we have my pet peeve, which is a fucking Sonic lipstick.
Fucking Sonic. Again, the second BBC show that we've watched.
But
that
it can't just give a
features
woman a regular laser. It has to be a fucking...
cosmetic.
Yes. But Sarah Jane is going on a fucking adventure.
Yeah.
I guess she needs to disguise her laser.
It's a sonic screwdriver, isn't it? But in the form of a lipstick. Give a man a tool, give a woman a beauty
It doesn't look
item.
as cool either. It just looks like a shitty lipstick. Very upsetting. So she's trying to get into the factory. She follows the bus.
Yes, and does this kind of Indiana Jones moment as the gates are closing on the bus. She zooms in her tiny car.
Yes.
Grabs her hat on the way and rolls underneath.
Yes, it's amazing. But they find her, and the factory workers find Sarah Jane.
And they're like, Sarah Jane's here to see you. And Samantha Bond's like, show her in.
Yeah.
Brackets, I will kill her. Meanwhile, they're on the tour of the factory.
And Kelsey is done.
Kelsey's so bored, but I was like, this is your idea.
It's
You suggested, oh my god, let's go to the Bubble Shock factory, it's the best time.
Yeah, and then she's like, ugh. Apart from the man who's showing them round, who she describes as a total Buffy.
Well, was it a Buffy or a muffin?
So there are 3 different...
Okay.
So at first she describes him as a total Buffy. Then she describes him as a muffin. But I also wasn't sure if the muffin was Buff Ting. So, we've got a lot of options.
To be fair, he's all 3. I was quite attracted to him.
I knew you'd be. He's on the level of the boy in MI High.
Yeah, he's got that same floppy hair.
Was he the boy in this show? Are they the same boy?
I don't think they're the same boy.
They look the same.
They could be. We'll Google it afterwards.
We'll Google it.
Yes, but he is quite fit. But he hates his job. Yeah. And which I do understand because, spoiler alert, he is an alien in disguise.
Yeah.
And his sister, who's also an alien in disguise, is Samantha Bond.
Who is
Spoiler
running
alert.
the whole operation.
She's running the whole thing. He's in bloody tour operations.
Yeah.
He's customer fucking service.
Yeah.
I'd be livid. I want to be in charge.
Yeah.
In a, quite a nice dress. Skirt suit. It's a skirt suit.
Skirt suit, yeah. Yeah.
I quite liked it.
Her shoes
Had an interesting
were
neck.
quite clumpy. Little biscuit shoes. But,
Well, when you're an alien and you're not used to...
Yeah.
When you've got many tentacles in your average day-to-day life...
Yeah.
I think pushing on a Jimmy Choo is a bit of a...
I just wanted to serve
a stretch.
looks. I'm
Sorry.
asking for much.
Where's the platform? Which is he says, drink deep.
Oh, yeah.
Maria Jackson, drink
Making
deep.
weird eye contact with a small child.
Sarah Jane... Well, they're kind of like cross-cutting between the two. Sarah Jane is meeting Mrs. Wormwood, and she's like, there's a wormwood in the Bible.
She's being Captain Exposition in this. It's so like...
How does Sarah Jane know everything about the Bible?
Yeah, she's like, there's a wormwood in the Bible, in the book of Revelations. A star falls to the earth.
And poisons the water.
Poisons the water, and it's like... And then Samantha Bond's like, yes.
What could that be? I don't know anything about that. How has Sarah Jane memorised the whole Bible?
I don't know.
Just
Also,
describe me as a
Samantha Bond
Christian.
has in terms of like, talking about like iconic texts.
Yeah.
Samantha Bond has a weird Karl Marx moment where she's like, the Western capitalist world is all about consumption. And it's like...
eat, drink, buy, shop.
Yeah, it's all right, Samantha.
Fair enough, Samantha. Yeah. I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
Also, there's a little clip that we see of Blue Peter from
Yes!
2007.
Connie Huck
and Gethin Jones, who can get right inside me. He is so attractive.
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
Have you seen him on Strictly Come Dancing?
No.
He's a gymnast. And you, as we know from the pod, you love a
I
gymnast.
love a gymnast. I love a Welshman as well. Gethin Jones
that?
and Steve... Is it Steve Jones? Off...
Country
Angus
Files?
Thongs and Perfect Snogging. And
I keep getting
T4.
told that we need to do that.
It's a great time. And he's really fit. And Gethin Jones. And then, who else is in that Holy Trinity?
Of like...
TV
attractive
presenters.
Oh, right.
Phil from Kirsty and Phil.
What's that?
You know Kirsty and Phil?
No.
The house buying people.
Is that when the teapots collapse?
That is Changing Rooms.
Okay.
Previous friend of the pod, Cynthia Seawood, has a fabulous mix with that and I Who Have Nothing by Shirley Bassey.
That's amazing.
Google it. It's on YouTube. We'll put a link to it on the Twitter.
Yes.
And we see on Blue Peter,
They're advertising.
Connie and Gethin are breaking the BBC's advertising laws and being like, we shouldn't be advertising this, but Bubble Shock,
Yes.
drink it. And I'm like, you're the reason that the Queens on Drag Race UK now just get a Rue Peter badge.
Yes.
You ruined the advertising for everyone. Ofcom got many complaints.
Can I tell you a cheeky story about RuPaul's Drag Race?
Tell me a cheeky story about RuPaul's Drag Race.
So, before I got deleted off Twitter, which is a whole story, I was followed by BBC Comedy,
Yes.
which I was very excited about. No longer followed by BBC Comedy. We're working on it. But this happened because out of nowhere, someone from BBC Comedy messaged me, what's it called? The picture?
Header?
Yeah, love your header pic, which is, if you follow, at Caitlin PWLL. It's a picture of Pearl.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of something witty to respond. It was around the time when rumours of Drag Race were coming. And so I responded, thanks, haha. can you guys buy Drag Race because living are fucking it up? So
You invented Drag Race UK.
I did.
Where's your producer credit?
I don't know. I'm so upset. But you can also blame me for no prizes. So.
Oh, bastard.
Bagger, fight me outside. So yeah, that's why we have Drag Race UK.
Should we get back to the...
Absolutely not. Okay.
In the interview room, Mrs. Wormwood says, I take it, Miss Smith, that you're single. And Sarah Jane's like, yeah. And we're like, yes, because she's queer.
Yes.
And she's like, no children. So sad. What a wasted life. Mrs. Wormwood is...
A hypocrite. She's got no children.
She's a bad feminist, Mrs. Wormwood.
She is.
Join the club.
We are not in a club. No club. Not even a group chat.
Are you friends on Facebook?
Well, yes, but just to be polite.
And then Kelsey decides that she wants her friend Suki to meet her at WH Smith's.
A Shih Tzu name.
A Shih Tzu name.
Like, it's such a puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another Suki in Doctor Who.
Oh,
The one with Simon Pegg, where there's an evil tentacle monster in the ceiling.
I did think this was an overused trope.
There's too many tentacle monsters in the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
We need fewer of them, please.
Thank you. We need to get to it because she goes to take this phone call, runs off, gets lost. And,
we didn't say that they need to not have their phones on. That's what the Fit Muffin Buff Ting said. Don't turn your phones on.
Yeah.
But she does. And she phones up Suki to meet her in WH Smith.
And says, because Maria's like, oh, what if he sees you? Oh, you're going to get caught. And she's like, I'm not going to get caught. I'm like, then why are you talking so loudly? Shut up.
So she phones Suki, but that disrupts the whole shebang of the factory.
Yes.
There's some screaming, there's some sirens and smoke and everything. And they're like, who has done this?
Yeah, and then she runs deeper into the factory to escape people looking for her.
Meanwhile, Sarah Jane is getting in the lift with the assistant Leslie. Leslie, who Caitlin immediately saw and went, she's fit. She is quite fit.
She's quite fit.
And then Mrs. Wormwood says, Leslie, kill her. But Sarah Jane overpowers. Leslie goes lifts her arm really slowly to twat Sarah Jane one. And Sarah Jane sees it in the reflection of the lift. Yeah. And is like, nah,
mate.
Knees are in the crotch.
Yeah.
It's a great time. And then runs away.
Yes.
So it's all like panic and chaos in the factory. Yes. Everyone's running away. People are places that they shouldn't be.
Yeah. There's a queer zoom on Mrs. Wormwood. There's
a lot of queer zooms on this.
Sarah Jane Smith!
Sarah Jane Smith! And then they escape. They find Maria, who finds the Frankenstein boy.
Yeah, the archetype.
Who is the archetype, who's been pumped full of information.
Yes.
The memories of everyone who's ever entered the factory.
Because he gets up and runs because there are sirens? I don't know.
Yeah, he rips out his tubes.
Yeah, and runs.
In his little gown.
Meanwhile, Kelsey has seen something. We don't know yet what.
And they hide out in the ladies' toilets.
Yes. Gender-neutral toilet icon. Sarah Jane Adventures.
Luke's like, I can't be in the men's. Or, why don't men go in the ladies?
And Maria says, gender is a construct, tear it apart.
Basically, in so many words. And then they're all looking for her, and then this buff-ting man, Davy, is that his name? His human name? He's like, can't find them anywhere. And Mrs. Wormwood's like, have you looked in here? And Davy's like, oh, it's women's toilets, I can't go in there. And Mrs. Wormwood's like, smash the patriarchy.
Yes.
Get yourself in there. And he does, but they've escaped through a little window in the ceiling, which...
With Sarah Jane.
With Sarah Jane, the three of them. Sarah Jane, Luke, or not called Luke yet.
The archetype.
Archetype and Maria have escaped through this tiny little window, which only a child could get through.
Yes.
Yes. Or a small-hipped woman.
Yes, that was so weird.
A narrow-hipped female, sorry.
I've just realised that's such a burn because she hasn't had children. Well, it's not a burn, it's bullshit, but in her mind, that is a sick burn.
In her mind, Mrs. Wormwood mind. A narrow-hipped female. And then Maria throws herself on the bed and cries at some point. That's my next.
Oh, that's later.
They get home, they drive away. They drive home. Sarah Jane's like, get the fuck away from me. I don't want
Yeah.
children near me. And Maria's like, oh, but I helped.
Yeah.
And runs home and cries. Meanwhile, Kelsey has been found by Mrs. Wormwood
Yes.
and has been interviewed.
Did you write down what I wrote down?
I wrote down where she's like, you panicked our mother. And she's like, that tentacle thing's your mother. You want to go on Gemmery Kyle. Gemmery Kyle. I don't know if that's the actress being bad, the lines being bad, the character being stupid, or them avoiding copyright. But she says Gemmery Kyle.
Gemmery Kyle.
Oh, and then she scans her mind to remember. And this is the line that I do remember from 2007.
Oh, right.
She goes, she worships something called the Holy Oak. Oh, sorry. Hollyoaks. Which I was like, as a 10-year-old at this point, I was like, this is fucking funny, Hollyoaks.
Yeah.
Sidebar, do you remember Ravi and Hollyoaks?
I never watched Horror.
Oh my god, Ravi, Chris and Nancy, the bisexual love triangle.
What?
Ravi was so fit. Okay. Chris and Nancy were less fit. But Ravi, oh, what a man.
So Kelsey reveals that Sarah Jane lives on
Bannerman Road! Bannerman Road. In Croydon, but it's also in Wales.
Yes.
And then they're like, haha, let's go and get her. They wipe her mind.
Yeah.
So she forgets about all of this. And then Davy, the buff ting,
Yeah.
drives Kelsey to Bannerman Road.
And there's a very weird interaction in the car.
They're outside the house and he's like, get out. And she's like, well, it's not late just yet. We could go and get a burger. And he's like, no. But to be fair,
good for him.
if you were in that car with him, I'd offer to go and get a burger with him.
I know you would.
Because he's a muffin.
He's so mid-2000s.
He is. Oh, that's such my type.
Oh, God.
Oh, like the boy in Angus Thongs and Perfect Hogging.
Mid-2000s.
Robbie is his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Angus is the cat. I always get that wrong.
So, yeah.
And then they're in Sarah Jane's house. And then Davy turns up and is like, I'm gonna kill ya.
Yeah, and what's her name? Maria runs over with Kelsey.
Oh, yes.
To warn.
And they're like, the guy's here. He's here on Bannerman Road.
Yeah.
And Sarah Jane's like, quick, get in. And then he turns into the tentacle man, just Davy, his true Bane form. And he's like, gonna kill ya. And they run up in the attic or upstairs.
Side note, she has an excellent house.
She has a gorgeous house.
Beautiful
We should go and visit and see if anyone lives there. Be like, hey, can we visit? Can we look in the attic?
Yeah.
Is the Alexander Armstrong computer there, please?
Oh, it's Alexander Armstrong!
It is. He's got albums.
I know.
He's got a Christmas album.
It's really weird.
Chestnuts roasting. It's a great time. Fucking pointless.
Oh.
And
Sarah Jane sprays the monster.
Some kind of alien
and
grenade
leaves
thing.
some goo.
Yes.
Does he run away or disappear or what?
I thought he died, but then he turns up later.
Yeah.
But I think he just
Goos.
runs away.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And she tests the goo, and it's like, oh, it's aliens. Mr. Smith, I need you. Do, 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 do. Hello, Sarah Jane. I'm a computer, and you've definitely fucked me.
And I have lots of albums.
I've seen you naked.
Aw.
He's seen her naked. She gets naked and rubs up against the computer. She's a lonely lady. She's also got K9 in a safe somewhere.
Yeah. She also says, when she's like, Mr. Smith, I need you, I was like, that wasn't very queer of you, Elisabeth. Goodness.
You don't need no man. Sarah.
Precisely.
There's
a bit of banter that happens.
Yes, and she...
Kelsey makes a James Blunt reference, and I was like, mid-2000s!
My, side note again, my mum, for every birthday, she bought the #1 album, which will be the same for you, actually, because you were born 3 days, maybe a couple will be different. And then on my 18th birthday, she gave me a box of all of these CDs.
Aww.
At least 3 of them were James Blunt.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Do you know what was the #1 song on our birthday?
Which one?
Our birthday. When they were born.
I think I've looked this up. It's bad, isn't it?
It's Wannabe by the Spice Girls.
Oh, what?
Yeah. If you ever want to make someone feel old, I work with a lot of people at work who are a lot older than me.
Yeah.
And every time they're like, oh, you're so young. I'm like, yeah, Wannabe was #1 the day I was born. And they're like, oh my God, I feel so old. I'm like, ha 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 ha. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And then they realise that Luke is a montage or collage.
Yes.
Which is of everyone's memories, identities. And then the Banes switch a button.
Yeah.
And then the active ingredient in Bubble Shock, which is
Activates.
Bane extract.
Bane goo, yeah.
Little bits of alien.
Yeah.
Activates.
Yes.
And then they're like, drink it.
To get all the people who haven't yet drunk it to drink it.
Yes. Oh, because they used the archetype to get the 2% of people that it doesn't work on.
Yeah.
We didn't say that before, did we? Only 2% of people don't like bubble shock.
Yeah.
Maria's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Which
maybe
is
Sarah
lucky.
Jane. Which is good for her, being the protagonist and all.
Yes.
And
they say, Mother welcomes her new children. I was like, yes! House of Bane!
And then they drive to the factory, but they're like, oh, we can't get in. How are we going to get in? With the huge fuck-off orange bus.
Yeah.
They drive into the wall.
Also, we haven't mentioned, they say the archetype is... What's his name?
Luke.
At the BBC, why is the neutral form of all people a white man? Just saying. You telling me you combined all the people in London and it resulted in a white man? Okie dokie. My complaint is in the mail.
At the BBC, sort it out.
But...
Give Caitlin a producing credit and sort out your biases.
Yes. But Mrs. Wormwood does say, the time of men is over, and we were both like, yes!
We stan.
Mm-hmm.
And then Luke collapses.
Yeah.
He's like, it's just everything's so overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
And then their answer.
Him,
oh, does she zap him with something?
I think she might have zapped him.
I don't know. And he falls to the ground, and they're like, the first response is to put a coat on him.
Yes.
Quick, wrap him in a coat. That'll sort out all his neurological defects from
He's a little bit chilly.
everyone's memory.
Yeah.
And the way that they do it, the way that they save the day,
Yes.
is very similar to MI High.
Very.
Aggressively
yes.
similar to MI High. Because, as we know,
In that it
they
makes
don't
no
like
sense.
they don't like phone signals, which is very handy because they've got a phone on them.
Yeah, haven't they?
Maria
That's very
gets her
early
phone
2000s, like, oh, phones!
It's a flip phone.
Yeah.
That's what she's got. And she's like, I'm going to phone my dad or whatever.
Yeah.
And
No, she phones the number of the Bane or something.
Not yet.
Oh.
She phones someone random.
When is it?
Probably Suki and W.H. Smith. This is the first time they try.
Oh, I see.
And they're like, oh, that's a bit annoying, but foolish girl, that's not enough to stop the
me.
Bane.
Yeah.
And then Luke's like, hang about. I've got this fancy phone.
Now I've been warmed up by this coat. I know exactly what to do.
I've got my fancy space phone from my intergalactic lesbian poet. And then he types in the number of the Bane, because they remember the coordinates of the Bane from Mr. Smith, because Luke's got a memory of everyone.
Yes.
Types in the phone of the number of the Bane, he's like, I'm calling the Bane! And lifts it in the sky. And
Yeah.
everyone's screaming, it's all so loud. Bane Mother probably dies.
Did she explode?
Oh, the whole factory explodes.
That's it.
Because they run out and they escape.
Yeah.
The whole factory explodes. Mrs. Wormwood is teleported away.
Oh, does she?
I think she comes
Does she
back in later
return?
episodes of Sarah Jane.
Because you can't get rid of Samantha Bond.
And there is a bit, I think she comes back and she's like, I'm so sad, I'm the only Bane left. And Sarah Jane's like,
So
okay.
it's like the Slovene episode in Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They've run out of very few ideas. And the factory explodes and everyone stops being a drink it zombie.
Cool.
And then they hug and they jump around in the remnants of the
Yes.
fire. And it's a slow motion hug and jump,
Yes.
which I hate. But at least they don't end the episode
There.
on a Tracy Beaker freeze.
Yes.
We have a little denouement.
They go and drink lemonade with an elderly lesbian.
Which is, it's gold, really.
Yeah.
And they decide that the archetype is going to be called Luke.
Yes. Because
Because he's a white man. He's a basic white man.
They're
They
like
have gone for the most
Alan.
basic name.
Jeremy, Alistair. It's like,
Alistair.
none of these, please.
Luke.
Luke.
I like Luke. And when the mum comes back, Maria's
yeah.
mum is like, Alan, can I have my check? And Alan's like, no, I've been a zombie. Fuck off.
And then Luke is like, this lady's very rude. And I was like, yes.
Yes. This lady's very rude.
Yeah.
And then Sarah Jane ends with her monologue from the start.
Yes.
I saw spectacular things when I travelled with the
Nice
doctor.
little circle.
But life on Earth can be interesting too. You just have to know where to look. And it's the end of that.
Yeah,
Which is a nice time.
it is.
Shall we answer the question that we posit every episode?
Yes.
Did it make us camp? Did it make us camp? Did it make us
Is it
queer?
camp?
Is it
Did it
camp? Did it? What is the words? What is words?
Is it camp? Did it make us
Drink
queer?
it. Oh no, I've been possessed. Oh. Is it camp?
I'm not sure it's that camp.
No, but it is Russell T Davies, so there's an element of camp.
Yes. It's certainly... It's a more on the nose and a slightly camper Doctor Who.
Yes.
Although Doctor Who can be
Doctor
very
Who,
camp.
which we will probably discuss
Yes.
next week. It's somewhat camp.
It's probably less camp because it's for a younger audience.
And it's lesbians.
It's practical.
It's more practical. Because I think the next episode we'll have queer men.
Yeah.
Who are more known for the campness.
Sure.
I don't want to say who can and who cannot be camp.
No. But
Because Lady Gaga's a queer woman, potentially.
Don't say potentially.
It's the David Bowie complex. She did it for attention.
No.
Or she was on a lot of drugs.
No.
But Lady Gaga can be camp. She's a queer woman.
She is.
So you can have queer women that are camp. I don't want to be lumped in with a bad feminist gang.
We're not
headed by
a gang.
Caitlin Powell.
Oh my god.
Then what's this hoodie you're wearing?
Why
Why is it printed on the back?
I'm wearing a gay jumper, a grey
Feminist
jumper.
Believers 2019.
Oh my god.
Caitlin Powell, Katie Hopkins, Mrs. Wormwood.
I'm so upset this has become a thing.
No, but yeah, I think maybe it's the more... Like, Worst Witch wasn't that camp.
No.
And that was full of lesbians. Chocker of lesbians.
Oh.
You can't swing a cat for lesbians.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Somewhere. It's slightly camp. It's more like sapphic and serene and sensual.
Is it sensual?
The sexy space poet is what I'm talking about. Shape of Water bitch.
It's a Shape of Water.
Oh,
She's very...
I'd fuck her.
We need to make a list of, like, the women who would turn you. It's Sapphic Water Bitch, Debbie Thornbury.
And her off iCarly.
Her off iCarly.
Those are the three. Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And did it make us queer? It made me want to solve mysteries with an elderly lesbian.
Yes. Which is the same thing.
Yeah. Also, the dad was fit.
Yeah.
And later on, do you remember Clyde? He's the new guy who I think replaces Kelsey as the token person of colour.
Is he the Mickey?
He's the Mickey of the group.
Oh no.
It's really bad.
That is bad. Doctor Who is like, we're super... Like, we had the first lesbian kiss. It's like, yeah, but one of them was a lizard. It's so bad at being progressive. It's so bad.
But no, Clyde was fit.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, his name's Clyde.
Clyde Langer, that's his name.
Ooh, Langer is a fit name. Clyde is not.
No.
They balanced out.
Reminds me of a horse. A Clydesdale, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I think it had a hand in me making me queer.
Yeah.
Had a finger in making me queer.
Thanks, I hate it.
Right, that's the end.
Yeah, that's the end.
Please subscribe to the podcast. You can rate it.
Yeah.
Maybe listen to a different one and rate that.
You can find us on social medias.
Meads at Queers Gone By on Instagram and Twitter. Mm-hmm. We'll be posting a lot from this episode.
Yes, we will. Lots of references.
Lots of refs.
Riffs.
Visual aids with an E.
What?
Visual aids with an E.
Oh, got you. Oh my god.
I'm just clarifying.
Yes.
Follow me at KateButch1 on both Instagram and Twitter.
And follow me on Instagram at Caitlin R. Powell and on Twitter at Caitlin PWLL.
Especially if you're BBC Comedy, you need to follow Caitlin again.
Well, I know someone who works at the BBC now, and they were like, "I'll make it happen."
Yes.
But I don't think it's going to happen.
Hashtag get Caitlin a producing credit on Drag Race UK.
Absolutely.
It's quite a long hashtag. Right, should we cheers our Capri Suns?
Yeah.
I've still got a little snifter left.
Cheers.
Cheers. Drink it.
Drink it.